Social media management has been buzzing around our ears for a good while now. The use of social media has witnessed a spike and scaled new heights, especially after the pandemic hit the globe. This has provided organizations and companies with exciting opportunities to showcase and promote their products and services, inviting many potential customers. Subsequently, in today's corporate world, social media has become very crucial and essential. With approximately 3.2 billion individuals using social media globally and about 11 new users joining the pool of social media every second, it is safe to say that the fad has become a global standard. Furthermore, tools and services for social media management can help you access a large audience and make the process of conducting social media campaigns much easier. Thus, if you wish to dig deeper and learn more about social media management, stay tuned and keep your learning glasses on, for we are about to enter the world of social media management. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I want to request you to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any new updates or video releases from Great Learning. If you enjoyed this video, show us some love and like this video. Knowledge increases by sharing. So make sure you share this video with your friends and colleagues. Make sure to comment on the video with any queries or suggestions and I will respond to your comments.
Hello everybody. So I am Edwin Thomas and today we are going to discuss on the topic social media management. Now, before directly jumping into the topic, let's first understand the agenda or the course takeaways from which you will understand what you are benefiting out of it, right? So let's begin with the first topic, that is, what is social media management? Now, under this topic, we will be discussing what exactly is social media management, and we will be discussing why is it so important for business organization to inculcate social media management, right? We'll also be discussing the definition of social media management under this topic. Now, next, we'll be moving with why practice social media management. Now, this is a question that most of the business owners ask the business organization whether they will have to practice social media management for increasing their revenues or sales or boosting their sales. So, under this topic, we will be quoting the reasons for which we will get a proper understanding of why should you practice social media management. All right. Now, moving on to the third topic, that is top social networks for social media management. Now, if I am asking you what is social media, that is kind of a pretty funny question because in this modern era of social media, each and everyone knows the different kinds of social media platforms that are available to us. To name a few that are Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, Twitter, right? But you need to understand that there are a few top social networks that are really helping business organizations to provide the business sales to boost and increase the sales. So that is exactly what we are going to discuss in this topic, that is top social networks for social media management. Now moving on to the next topic, that is the best social media tools. Now here we will be discussing the top best social media tools that are helping business organizations or social media management service providers in making their lives more easier. So here we'll be directly moving into their website and understanding what are the unique features about each of the tools that are provided in the internet, right? Now, moving on to the next topic, we'll be discussing how to get started with social media management. And this is going to be really exciting because if you're a person who is interested into a career of social media management or who is planning to start up their own business of social media management services, this will be a very good get through or a getaway from whatever you're doing currently. So we'll be discussing a step-by-step guide after which you will understand how to get started with social media management. All right. Now, coming to our last topic in the agenda, that is why invest in social media management services. Now, this is a question that you need to ask if you are a business owner or if you are planning to start a small business and you're planning on investing on social media management services. So, under this topic, we will be discussing what are the benefits of investing in social media management, like the amount of time that is getting saved, the pro people who are actually working on social media management services. So these are the kinds of topics that we are go through in the entire course. All right, guys. So let's first get started with our first topic, that is what is social media management, right? So, when you hear the word social media, I know most of you will be considering Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, etc., right? And just think of a scenario that if anyone comes to you and asks you what is social media, you might be thinking that is this guy from any other different era or a different planet, right? Yeah, that's how social media has become a very big part of our lives, right? So now let's get started with the definition of what is social media management. All right. So, social media management is the process of creating, posting, and analyzing material on social media sites like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and as well as designing a strategy that is specific to each platform. Now, after reading this small first para, what are you getting out of this definition? So basically, social media management is a process of creating, posting, and analyzing. So basically, if you are a owner of a business, you want to show your products and services to people all around the globe, right? So for that, you need to create and post and analyze the materials that you are creating and posting on social media. So that's what social media management is all about. Now, where do we post this? We are posting it on social media platforms that are like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we are also designing the strategy. So each and every social media platform or each and every product or products and services have a particular niche or particular target audience. So you need to strategize and target that particular audience so that the potential customer actually becomes a customer, and then we try to retain the customer and make them loyal customers, right? So now coming to the second part of the definition, that is creating and distributing material for social media platforms, monitoring online conversation, partnering with influencers, performing community services, and tracking, measuring, and reporting on social media performance and the return on investments are just few responsibilities. Now, after reading the second paragraph, I'm pretty much sure that you guys are almost very clear what the second paragraph is all about. So just dividing the second paragraph, we have creating and distributing material for social media profiles. Now, as social media management, the many social media management services also take up some companies' work, and they create profiles for different companies according to their business or according to their particular niche, right? So they'll have to look into monitoring their online conversation with customers, then partnering with influencers. Now, influencer marketing is at the skyrocketing high. It's so much hype that even a small person who can make creative content can become an influencer in that particular niche. Right. Now, coming to performing community services. Now, while you are actually owning a business, there is another portion that is emotions connected to the business. Now, when you are doing so much things for the people will start understanding how your brand is actually giving to the community, how emotionally attached is your brand to the people, and how are they helping the people come up from the poverty line or helping people who are not well off, right? Now, that's one other thing. And then we have the social media management that takes upon the measuring, reporting of social media performance and return of investment. Now, while talking about reporting is one of the most important thing in social media management. Now, while investing in social media services, you need to understand that there should be some positives of whatever time and money that we are going to invest in social media services, right? So reporting becomes a very important part of social media management. And so while reporting the amount of performance, the return of investment. So basically the social media performance is the CTA, the CTR, the click-through rate, the pay-per-click, all these kinds of technical topics comes into picture. And this is all managed by social media management. So that's a whole bunch of definition that is covering in social media management. All right. So now coming to the next topic, that is why practice social media management. Now, this is a question that business owners ask their business organization whether it is worth it to actually use social media management into their business to increase their sales and boost their revenues, right? Now, here we are going to discuss the absolute reasons which will tell you that social media management is must for any business. Now, coming to the first benefit, that is cost. Now, social media management is a very cost effective initiative. Now, why do I say that? Now, because social media is a open source, like anyone can open an account in Instagram and Facebook and can post content on whatever they do, right? So now as a company, they can actually create content on their products and services and make a page out of this and actually interact with their potential customers regarding their products and services, and also create a good relationship with their customers. Now, there is also another portion of social media wherein they actually come into paid social media ads, right? So this is also very, very cost effective procedure, because within a few dollars or few Indian rupees, we can actually create a lot of content and we can post it all around the globe. So that is another very cost effective initiative of providing ads, and which we can run in region wise or all throughout the globe. So that's why social media is a very, very cost effective initiative. Now, coming to the second benefit, that is reach. Can connect to people around the globe. Now, which business doesn't want their products and services to be shown all throughout the world? Now, if you're choosing any other medium through TV, television, to billboard, think about the amount of money that they will have to spend to actually post their products and services all around the globe, right? That's a huge and enormous amount of money that they will have to spend in posting their products all around the globe. But when it comes to social media, you can just post it with some thousand rupees or few dollars, that with that amount of audience. For example, in Facebook and Instagram, there are 2 billion users every day. So that is a huge amount of audience that you are targeting, right? And also in Facebook, there is a age of from people from 18 years old to almost 60 plus years old are also using Facebook every day actively. So that is a huge amount of audience who you want to show your product. Now, if you are having a product and you just keep it to yourself, no one is going to come and knock at your door and ask you, do you have this kind of products? It is all your initiative that you need to show it to people how your product is more effective than your competitors. And that's how social media is going to help you. Now, coming to the third benefit, that is users. Aligning marketing initiatives with user behavior. Now, tell me the last time you went to YouTube to search for a review of a phone or a laptop. I'm pretty much sure each and every time when your relative is asking for a recommendation for any product or any laptop or any phone, you go directly to YouTube, go and check on their review by some people. For example, Marcus Brownlee, the crazy YouTube content creator, or this is not a paid promotion, just naming a few content creators who review. There are Tech Burner and a lot of people who actually review content on technology based, right? So you need to align marketing initiative with user behavior. So basically, if you are actually owning a business and you are selling a product, so you could actually create a video of the product by any official using the product and show them the different uses of the product and how well can they solve the problems of day-to-day life, right? So as a company profile, you can create videos of your products and show the people that how they are helping each the day-to-day problems and how they are helping to solve the day-to-day problems. So this is a very good initiative through which companies can actually promote their products through YouTube or Instagram by making videos of their products, right? Now coming to the fourth point, the performance. Now, this is something that I have not done or what internet is telling. It is directly told by business owners. Business owners have agreed that social media management helps boost sales. So when you are asking big business owners and even they are recommending you that social media management are actually helping them increase sales, then what is the worry in actually doubting and asking the question of why practice social media? Because these people are into the business world for so many years, and due to the current hype in social media, and when they actually incorporated the social media management into their business, and they saw that there is a huge amount of sales and revenue boosting, and they actually told that the performance of their sales have increased enormously. There is no other question that social media management is a must to do for any business organization. All right, guys. So now we are come to the third topic, that is top social networks for social media management. Now, as we have already discussed, there are so many social networks around in and around our mobile phones or laptops. But now we are going to discuss the top social networks that would actually help social media management, right? So, coming to the first one, that is Facebook. Now, Facebook is a social network that you can say is a father of all social media platforms, or is a king of social media platform. Now, why do I say that it is a father of social media and platform? Is because the numbers say so. There are 2 billion daily users in Facebook, right? So that is the amount of people that are actively using Facebook on a day-to-day basis. Now, due to the 2 million users, it is a must media strategy that every business organization want to follow, because no business organization want to lose or don't want to show their products and services to this huge enormous amount of people, right? So if I have a small product and I want to sell it to audience, I would definitely going to create content on Facebook and post it over there and try to get so much attention of people, so that people, the potential customers, can actually become my customer, right? So Facebook has become a must media strategy for social media management. Now, coming to the other parts of Facebook, the other advantages. So basically, Facebook is a social media platform that encourages or is used by seniors to youth, because even the students or small people from age of 18 plus years to an age of 60 or 65 plus years use Facebook. So that is the range of people that are using Facebook, and you have so much amount of categories or sub demographics through which you can advertise each and every products, right? So coming to the next point, that is Facebook helps in building relationship and creating brand loyalty. Now, what I mean by building relationship is when you are actually posting content related to a product on Facebook, and a few people ask questions related to that product. So you, as a company official, you actually talk to them, understand their queries, and give them solutions that these are their issues and this is what the product solves. So that's how you build relationship with the customers and make them their potential customers to actual customers, right? Now, coming to creating brand loyalty. Now, when you are actually creating content, when your business is actually helping a lot of people in different ways like philanthropy, though there is a brand loyalty that is getting created, and you are posting all this on social media. So in the view of people, when they people are seeing all this, they get to know that the brand is also creating business and is also taking care about their community. So that's how brand loyalty is created when you post things on social media like Facebook. Now, coming to Facebook provides a wide variety of ads and content formats. Now, as I already said, Facebook is the king of social media, and the amount of the variety of ads and the content formats that Facebook provides is huge compared to other social media platforms. So basically, in Facebook, you can post video content, there are carousels, there are images, then there are a lot of other features like CTA, CTR, pay-per-click, and a lot of other analytics tool that Facebook provides to the user. So that's why Facebook is considered as the king of social media. Now, moving on to the next social media site, that is Instagram. Now, when I said Facebook is the father of social media, it's a direct father of Instagram because Facebook was acquired by Instagram in the early years, right? So now, while talking about numbers, Instagram has 1 billion monthly users. Now, when we compare it to Facebook, that was 2 billion active daily users. So, you can see the difference, right? That's why Facebook is the father of social media, right? Now, coming to the second point that I've already mentioned, its parent company is Facebook. And that's exactly why it just shows similarities that Instagram also helps in building relationship and creating brand loyalty in the same way Facebook does. All right. Now, what is the unique feature of Instagram? So basically, Instagram is very user friendly and majority of the users are youth. Now, when we spoke about Facebook, the amount of people using Facebook basically were in a range of 18 plus to 65 plus. That's a huge range, right? Now, when we're talking about Instagram, it is mostly widely used by the youth. So basically, youth is around 20 years old to 30 or maximum 40 years old, right? So you can get a clear idea of what and how or what kind of products can be targeted via Instagram, because the majority of the portion or the majority of the audience is the youth. So you need to create a strategy that all the products that is sold or advertised or shown to the feeds of the people are pertaining to the age limit of 20 to 40 years old. So that's another unique feature of Instagram, that it is very, very user friendly and the majority of users are youth. Now let's move ahead with the next social media network, that is LinkedIn. Now, talking about numbers, there are 774 million users of LinkedIn, and one of the most popularly used by the college graduates. So basically, LinkedIn is a very professional or a business related profile that mostly college graduates and business operates on the LinkedIn platform. So the benefits of LinkedIn are LinkedIn offers a lot of business in B2B operations. So basically, if people who don't know what is B2B, it is business to business. Now, when we are going to a supermarket and buying a few stuff, it is like B2C, business to customer, right? We are the customers and the supermarket is the business, or the franchisee is the business, and we go there and buy stuff, right? Now, B2B is like business to business, and a lot, like 80%, according to a survey, 80% of B2B leads come from LinkedIn, and 80% is a huge amount of B2B leads that we are getting from LinkedIn. So that's the amount of impact that businesses are getting from LinkedIn. All right. So now LinkedIn helps company develop relationship with other companies via content marketing. So in this context, we actually forgot what we are talking about. We were talking about social media management. So when we are talking about LinkedIn, the businesses actually advertise on LinkedIn as well, so that other businesses who are looking for any tie-ups or partnership with other business deals, they come to know that this is a company that are actually providing the products that we require. And if there are competitors, they will actually look into their products and services and understand how well are they doing on their company's perspective, right? So that's how LinkedIn helps companies or businesses to actually get B2B leads and also develop relationship with other companies via content marketing. All right. So now let's move ahead with the next social media network, that is YouTube. Now, coming to YouTube, I am pretty much sure you guys are watching, or you might watch this video in YouTube as well. So this is a social media platform that has more than 2 billion users, right? Now, has a wide range of users that is ranging from youth to senior citizens. So, as I already mentioned when I was talking about the benefits of social media management, when was the last time you checked a review of a phone or a tablet or a laptop? You are definitely going to go into YouTube, hit on the model number or hit on the name of the phone and check on the reviews and ask the expert and interact with the influencer that whether this phone is good or not, right? So that's how YouTube is helping business owners to actually influence potential customers to be actually their own customers. Now, there is a clear fact. The fact is YouTube converts more than any other social media platform. So when we are comparing YouTube's, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, everything, it is shown that YouTube is the one that converts almost all the most of the potential customers to the actual customers. All right. Now, coming to the last point, that is product based companies can give relevant information on how to use videos related to your product. Now, this is a point that we have already discussed. Like companies who who are product based, they can actually create a video about their product and the working of their product and post it on their company's website or company's channel on YouTube, so that people can actually watch the product actually working, and through this the company can show how the product is actually solving their day-to-day problems in their lives. So this is also a kind of marketing that is helping people to understand how useful the product will be in the longer run. All right, guys. So now that we have discussed the top best social networks, now it is the time to discuss the best social media management tools that are offered over the internet. Right now, let's start off with the first tool. Right now, I have based this or ranked these tools according to my research, which I have done in my behalf. Right, so you will find different categories or different top lists that other people have done according to their research. So this is my research, and let's begin with our first social media management service or tool, that is Buffer. Now, Buffer is an intuitive and streamlined social media management service. So basically, why I am telling that it's intuitive is because it is easy. It's easy to use this site because they have a suite of products that is used for publishing, analytics, the team collaboration, and etc. And one of the most unique feature of Buffer is the team collaboration that comes as an add-on package. Right now, due to their particular or separate suite of products, due to their refined products and intuitive tools, it is easier for the marketers to work as a team efficiently. So that's what makes Buffer so much special. That is their refined products and their easy to use tools that makes the lives of social media marketers very, very easy. So now let's directly move to the website of Buffer. Now this is how the website of Buffer looks like, and here is where the all kinds of tools that I was talking about, like the publishing tool, the analytics tool, the engagement, and all other tools, and the pricing comes here. The resources are like Buffer has their own blog, which can help you to understand. Branding experts shares how to design templates like a pro. So these are the kinds of resources Buffer provides for you as a beginner to understand what are the kinds of trends that you can use into your templates for your promotions. Right now, coming back, let's move ahead and see the pricing. Now, coming to the pricing part, you can see that with 0 rupees in your account, you can still use tools like basic publishing tools and also landing page builder. And with just $5 a month, that is a few 100 rupees, that you can get the planning and publishing tools, the analytics tools, the engagement tools, the landing page builder, and other thing that I was talking to you about. The special feature is the team pack, wherein you can onboard unlimited number of team members to your Buffer site so that you can work collaboratively. Right now, one thing you have to understand that even the paid, like the $5 per month, that even that has a 14-day trial. so you can get a hang of the tools that is being provided by Buffer and get a understanding that whether these tools are actually helping you to put in your efforts less in creating or publishing content in your social media platform. All right. Now, moving ahead with the next social media service that we have, Hootsuite. Now, Hootsuite is considered the biggest social media management service. Now, why am I saying it is the biggest? Because there are over 15 million users and is primarily used by Fortune 1000 companies. Like almost 800 of the 1000 Fortune companies use Hootsuite for their social media management. Now, Hootsuite is a one-stop shop for curating, scheduling content, calculating social ROI, that is a return on investment, and running social media marketing and more. So basically, you need to understand that it's a one-stop shop. That means you just have to get into the site, do whatever, creating, publishing, analyzing, return on investment, reporting, everything in one go. That is Hootsuite. So Hootsuite, and that's the reason also why almost 800 out of 1000 Fortune companies are using Hootsuite and is also having the 15 million user base. So now coming to the last point, that is allows them to monitor many accounts and keywords and connect with over 35 social networks. Now, what does a business or a company needs by monitoring multiple accounts and over 35 plus social networks, right? So in one place, you are able to monitor so much accounts and also so that also accounts of different social media networks. So that when you do the math, you can see how many accounts can be controlled over Hootsuite as a social media management service. Now let's move ahead and see how their site looks like. All right, so this is their site, and here also they are telling us that there is a 30-day free trial. So with 0 rupees, you still can go into their site, apply for their 30-day trial program, and understand their tools and analytical tools, publishing tools, engaging tools, and you'll get a clear idea of how these things work. So as a social media service provider, they're also asking you whether you require a demo. So you just have to give a demo and they will tell you how to easily manage your social media. So that's how the site of Hootsuite look. If you just have to go into the site, you'll understand all the different kinds of tools they are using, advertising, analyzing tools, the plans. So basically their plans are a bit more costly compared to the Hootsuite. So you can see the amount. So this is the amount because there are so many users into this Hootsuite website, right? Because they are also used by Fortune 800 companies. All right. So this is actually a one-stop shop that I was telling in the PPT earlier, that one-stop shop for all your social media management deals, right? Now coming to the next social media management service, we have Sprout Social. Now, Sprout Social, like Hootsuite itself, it combines a number of social networking tools into a single platform, including scheduling, monitoring, and reporting. So it's more of like similar to Hootsuite because that was also accumulating and compacting it into one site or one stop shop for all the social media management needs, right? All right. Now coming to the second point, that is one of the few social media management system that uses CRM functionality. Now, why is it now special? Now Sprout Social is known as Sprout Special because of this CRM functionality. Now, what is CRM functionality is customer relationship management. Now, reports generated are great and beautiful that you would not even have to edit before sending it to the manager. Now, how is this even possible? Now, when you are actually having a social media management service, also including CRM functionality, you already know the buying habits of the customer, the nature of the items that are bought by your customer, and this is all included into your report. So that's how the reports that are generated from Sprout Social is so very clean and up to the point that you wouldn't even have to edit before sending it to your manager. So that's how clean and precise the Sprout Social reports are generated from their website. So that's why one of the most unique feature of Sprout Social as a social media management is the CRM functionality. Now let's just move ahead and look into their website. So this is your website of Sprout Social, and you can see their products. You can see the engagement, publishing, analytics. Almost all other sites which we showed had all these products. Then you can see that even here you have a free trial that comes into the need. And here is how you can log in and create an account and understand what are the tools, how it is helping you in your social media campaigns that you are running. All right. Now moving ahead with the next social media management service, that is Agora Pulse. Now, likewise, the previous social media management platforms, Agora Pulse is all-in-one social media platform that includes functions like scheduling, replying, reporting, and these are the things that are common to even the other social media management services, right? So basically, a unique feature of this tool is that it is competitor analysis. It provides competitor analysis into your report, and that's actually helping businesses understand how others are actually doing their analysis, and this actually provides you even more insights on how to improve your social media ad campaigns, right? All right. Now coming to Sendible, a social media management tool for firms with several clients. So that's what they are claiming to be. And their unique feature is the Canvas graphic editors, royalty-free image search, and YouTube search are just few Sendible's remarkable integrations. So these are one of the few of the good integrations that Sendible has into their social media management tool. All right. Now just looking into their website, this is how Agora Pulse looks like. So even here you have the try or a book of free demo, and this is the Sendible's website, wherein you have, or even here I think you have a free day trial. See that? Yeah, you can get a free trial, I guess. Yeah, start a free trial. All right, guys. So one thing that I want to tell you in common is that on all the social management tools sites that we went, there were free trials that were being given by the site itself. Now these free trials is of 0 rupees. Most of the sites even will not actually want your card details to avail the offer. So try to get your hands dirty and try to use these tools with your publishing, analyzing, and engagement tools, and try to understand how these tools help. How, if you're a beginner, try to understand how these tools work and understand whether they are actually helping you into their social media ad motives, right? So that's all from this topic. All right, guys. So now that you have understood the top social networks, also understood the best social media management tools, now let's get into the main topic, that is how to get started with the social media management, right? Now, first point, taking a look at your current social media approach. Now, if you already have a social media approach or if you are a beginner, I will be telling you the topics in that point of perspective, right? So first, examining your social media objectives. So if you already have a social media platform and running ads, you first have to examine your social media objectives. Now, if you are a beginner into social media, you just have to first create your social media objectives of what are the results that you are expecting out of these campaigns, right? So that is your first step. Next, ensure your social media branding is consistent. Now, if you have your product or if you are having a brand, you keep it to yourself. It's not going to be visible to your other people. They are not going to come and knock at your door and ask you, "Oh, you have this product. Can you sell it to me?" It's always branding is consistent. So you need to show your brand, your products consistently towards their customers, right? Now, coming to the third point, that is keep a track of your social media analytics like followers, engagement rates, and other information. Now, if you're already running your campaigns, you need to understand, you need to keep a track of your performance indicators. So basically, your followers, if your followers are increasing or decreasing, if your engagement rate or impressions are increasing, and other sides of informations like the click per rate, the pay per click, all these kinds of CTAs, call to action buttons, if they are actually using these buttons to actually know more about it, right? So you might have seen in the social media ads, like they have a sponsored ad and below they have a call to action button, that is CTA, that is example, for example, learn more, or DM for message or call to action button, right? They mostly give a call number and you can call this number and get information about it, right? So these are the different types of analytics that you can learn and understand. Now, finding trends in your social media data such as content preferences. So this is another important part. So trends are like trademark. You need to understand what is the current trend in amongst the business or creators. For example, the Netflix series Squid Game became so popular and it was widely used in so many marketing campaigns by Zomato and many other people who are using this as a marketing medium to actually sell their products by indulging this crazy trend that was going around in the market, right? So you need to understand what are the trends and try to be more creative by inculcating or indulging these and mixing it up and then sending out promotions to the users or subscribers, right? Now, coming to the examining the social media presence of your competitors. In whatever business you do, there will be competitors, and you need to understand that you need to keep examining their presence in their market. So you need to always understand how their products are working, how are they performing, and you need to keep a reference or a trademark that if they are performing well, you need to try to make your performance above them so that the competition stays in part and you just don't die away, right? So that's the first step or the first look, that is taking a look into your current social media approach. All right, guys. So now moving ahead with the second thing that you will have to look into is identifying your target market. Now, first thing, not analyzing your target market would make it more difficult for the marketeers. Now, knowing your audience would increase the conversion rates. And when your conversion rate increases, automatically your return on investment increases. So basically, what we are going understanding from here is you need to first understand who is your audience, who are you targeting to. Now you can't just sell promotional insurance, life insurance, or you a car to a baby or a kid who is in school or who is still in college. You can't just go there and advertise him and try to catch him to buy a car because he is not even earning, he's in his college days, right? So you need to understand that what kinds of audience will you actually attract. So a person who is around in the age of 25 to 40 will have the amount of money to actually buy a life insurance, who are actually planning for the future of their family, and they would actually love to buy a car so for their family needs, right? So you need to understand who are the target audience and only then go and advertise your products and services to them, right? Now when your conversion rate increases, your return on investment increases. That's actually proportional to each other, because when conversions happen, when potential customers actually become your customers, indirectly your revenue increases. And that's why knowing your audience will obviously increase your conversion rates. Now, coming to the third point, that is social media development phase, right? Now, this is a module that is actually inculcating a lot of points together. So, basically, selecting the best social media platform for your company. Now, you need to understand that which social media platform will be good for your company, because your company is not producing all kinds of products. So, they might be producing a few products in fashion or electronics. So, you need to understand which are the social media sites or websites or media platforms that actually would help in targeting that potential audience, right? Now, for example, if you are actually into electronics, so YouTube is a good platform wherein you can advertise your products, and if it's since it's a product based, you can show them how the product is working, and people would actually look into the products working and understand how it is solving problems, right? Now, coming to the second point, develop your own social media strategy according to your goals, industry, and your brand. So this is the same point that I actually mentioned above. If you're a product based company, you need to look into producing more video content, putting it on YouTube, Instagram, and showing them how the products are working, right? So with some more of fashion, you can use influencers and ask them to review their products, or also wear the products. Like fashion, if it's fashion, you could actually ask them to wear the products and use it as a public post and also recommend it for your use. Now, designing your business page on social media platform. So basically, as company's perspective, you need, as a company might require a social media platform for actually engaging new customers, right? So you need to understand that social media in a development phase, a company would actually require social media platform to engage and build relationship with their customer. So that's why designing your business page on social media management platform is very, very important. Now, coming to the last point, that is developing ads. As a business organization, you might have a lot of products or services that comes into picture. So you need to create ads for your potential customers. So creating ads should be into in a way that the potential customers are actually getting attracted towards the ad, and they go forward and click on the CTA. So developing ads is another very important thing to get started with social media management. All right. Now, coming to the fourth point, that is responding to your subscribers and increasing your social media presence. Now, brand loyalty is generated when you are loyal to your followers and customers. So, basically, if a customer is actually raising an issue and you're not responding or you're not bothered about that customer, he is not going to be a loyal customer to you. If you're actually going to respond to his query and solve his query, he will be a very loyal customer and he will still subscribe to your channel and still buy your new forms or new versions of the products that you are going to produce, right? Now, your response towards a potential customer or customer will play a crucial role in increasing your conversions, right? Now, that's what the conversation actually improves your conversions. So that's a small phrase that you can actually get out of here. Basically, you need to build a relation with your customers, understand the problems that your customers are facing with the new product or service that you are producing, and solve them. So this is how you build a relationship with your customers and convert the customers into loyal customers. Now, coming to influencers can play a significant role in increasing your brand awareness. Now, the term influencer basically is a person who has a very crazy, huge fan following for a particular niche. So he may be a fashion influencer, he may be a tech influencer, he may be different kinds of photographer, photography or video influencer. So these are the kinds of people who companies can approach. So, for example, if you are selling a camera, you can go to a video influencer and tell him that if you could promote our camera, we would be paying you a few amount of money, and you can post this in your Instagram profile or YouTube channel. So this is how influencer works with the social media, right? So that's how companies can actually use influencers and also manage it with social media management. So, all right. So, coming to the last point, that is keeping an eye on your social media performance. Now, monitoring the performance is a measure of returns of your effort. So, basically, whatever time and money you have invested, you need to understand that monitoring the performance or keeping a benchmark or a goal is always necessary, because you don't want the money and time wasted for something that is not at all working, right? So you need to analyze and understand what all campaigns went well and what did not, and new ideas to improve the social media engagement of your page. So there will be times when you get some social media ads that worked extremely well and some did not even work at all. So you need to understand what went well in the ads, which actually got so many impressions and engagement, and what did not go well in the ads which did not have any impressions or very few engagements with the ads that were put on. So that's how you learn from the things that you have done. Now, coming to the new ideas to improve social media engagement of your page. So you need to improvise, you need to create new ideas so that people actually tend to engage with your website or your page. So that's all about how to get started with social media management. All right, guys. So we have come to the last topic, that is why invest in social media management services. All right. Now, every firm has a huge opportunity to build its brand and business through social media. Now, many organizations, particularly small to mid-sized businesses, that is SMBs. So SMBs find it difficult to set aside the time and resources for social media management. And that's exactly the reason why you have to invest in social media management services. All right. So the first point that comes into our mind is time is saved. Save time. You receive a partner who handles all of your social media activities, and when you employ social media agency, that's what you are getting. You save a lot of time when you are actually giving it out to a social media agency. Now, you save time without having to give up the revenue generating avenue. So basically, you can work on what you are good at, what is your expertise in the business, and you can give the social media agency what they are good at. And engaging both or connecting both together, you can actually create enormous amount of sales or boost your sales and revenue. Now, coming to the next point, that is hire a social media pro. So basically, when you're hiring a social media pro, the professional social media management services also provide you with an access to a specialist. So you will not have to even worry about the time or money it would take to hire a social media expert on a staff. So, as I said before, when you are actually hiring a social media agency for doing all your social media stuff, they will actually hire a social media pro who will take care of the social media engagements of your business. So you will not even have to worry in paying to the social media pro or handling what he has to do. This all taken care by the social media agency. All right. Now, coming to the last point, that is maintain a high quality strategy. A social media agency can help keep your social media strategy current and up to date. So, what we are trying to understand here is a social media agency can help you to keep up with the latest trends and all kinds of new things that are coming up in the current market, and they would actually mix them and indulge them to make a social media ad campaign for your company so that your impressions and engagement increases. And that's why investing in social media management services is really easy and important. All right, guys. If you have reached the summary part of the course, give a pat on your back. Now, in this part, we are just going to discuss briefly on what were the topics that were discussed along the course, right? So to start off with, we first began with what is social media. And then we move ahead with the second topic, that why practice social media management. All right. Then we understood the top social media platforms that are actually really helpful in social media management. All right. Then we understood the best social media tools that actually help social media management more easy. Then we moved ahead with the main topic, that is how to get started with social media management. And finally, we came to the concluding part, that is why invest in social media. So these were the topics that we covered in the entire course. Hope you enjoyed this course along with me. So I am Edwin Thomas, and I'll be very soon with the next course.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I want to request you to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any new updates or video releases from Great Learning. If you enjoyed this video, show us some love and like this video. Knowledge increases by sharing, so make sure you share this video with your friends and colleagues. Make sure to comment on the video with any queries or suggestions, and I will respond to your comments.